Alright, y'all, I'm coming at you with a banger of a video today. Today we're talking about my nightmare solo mushroom trip. So, this happened my junior year of high school, and this is probably my most prominent trip that still lives with me to this day. So, this happened when I was in a very bad place in my life. I had just wrecked my second car. My first one I sold and got my second one, and this car completely shit the bed. And then my family went on vacation, and I was like, I can't, I'm so stressed about money. I need to, just stay here. I can't go on vacation and enjoy it. I just need to work, sit here, work, and grind. So at this point, I was saving up a bunch of money to buy a new car, and they left, and I decided it would be a great idea to buy a half ounce of mushrooms for help for when they were gone. They were gone for about a week, so I bought a half ounce, and I thought I was just gonna kind of eat a little bit through the week, like eat a little bit every night. But that, excuse me, that was not the what happened. So the first night I was thinking like, "Oh, I should eat a little bit." So I ate like 1 or 2 caps and not very much. I didn't trip hard or anything, and I'm all by myself. And my parents' house is in the middle of the woods, nowhere around it. I didn't have a car. I like I did have a car, but it was my sister's car, and I wasn't really allowed to drive anywhere but school and back with the vehicle. And they kind of like had a tracker on it and everything, so I didn't go a bunch of places and wrote down the mileage of the car. But the first night I ate a few caps and I was fine, had a good time, was just pretty much watching like Netflix and stuff, chilling with my dog at that point, and I had a good time the first night. And I don't know, I probably ate like a gram, maybe a gram and a half. Definitely not much. But I still had like 10 grams left, but I wasn't really thinking. So the second night, it was a Saturday, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna trip super hard tonight, and then have Sunday, and maybe not go to school Monday if I'm not feeling well, and that'll be the plan. And I try to hit up a few of my buddies to come over. No one wanted to come over. Everyone was busy. It was like around finals too, so everyone was just kind of stressed to the gills. And my ass was like, all right, no one's gonna pull up. I got a bunch of weed. I got a bunch of liquor if I need it. I got like 2 or 3 vapes. I'm chilling. I'm good for the week. I don't need anything. So I started eating around I don't know, 3 p.m. It was not very late. I started off eating, I don't know, probably a little over 4 grams, like a third of the bag that I had left. So I ate like 3 or 4 grams. And I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, I'm good right now. I get to like an hour after eating those first, and the come up starting to hit. And I'm like, you know what? I want to make sure I trip super hard. So I ended up making a smoothie with the rest of it. So I blended it all into a smoothie. I think it was a strawberry smoothie or something like that. So it was just some random frozen fruits that I threw in it just so I could get it down. And I throw that all together, and I just start sipping on it for a bit. Keep in mind, I threw the rest of the bag in there. I was planning on saving like half of it for the rest of the week because I knew once you made it, you could save it for like 2, 3 days max. So I was like, okay, I can just take this tomorrow. And I thought my tolerance was going to be way higher than what it was just because I had eaten some mushrooms the day before. And I'm used to eating a lot of acid at this point in my life, so I was like, acid's the same way. Like if I eat 1 tab, I need to eat like 2 the next day, and then after that, I need to eat like 4. So I'm starting to sip this smoothie, and I'm starting to break the fuck through. Like the walls are starting to breathe. I'm starting to look down at my hands, and my fingers are just not looking right, growing a little bit, and I'm just like, okay, I need to go smoke. I just need to snap out of this a little bit, put on some music, and have a good time. So I went outside onto our little porch. We have a sliding glass door from our living room out into the porch, and there was chairs out there. So I just went out there, rolled a joint, smoked the joint, and just continued packing bowls and shit, smoking. I stayed outside for 50 to 60% of my trip. The whole time I was just like looking, watching the sunset. It was like, I don't know, probably 7 p.m. as I go outside and start to smoke. And I'm a heavy smoker when I'm tripping. Like, that's one of the only thing that keeps me grounded, I feel. And it probably elevates me, but it keeps me comfortable because I feel the highness and the stonedness of smoking weed, and it's more familiar than the mushroom trip. I'm just sitting there and I kind of just blink out for an hour, like literally just staring off into space for an hour. I look down at my phone, it's 5, and I look back up, look back down, and it's like 6:30. Like, okay, fuck. My dog was just laying right in front of me, just chilling, soaking up the sun, having a good time. And I was blasting some old fucking classic rock. I don't really remember what it was, but we have surround sound. My parents had surround sound speakers in their house, so I was just playing it off of that, sitting outside. And I don't know, this trip I wasn't super anxious, but I felt like something was just gonna go wrong. I just had that eerie feeling like something terrible was going to happen the whole time. I don't understand why. Nothing really bad happened. Like, it was just all in my head. Nothing physically bad happened. But after I go outside and smoke, I come back in, and there's still like, I don't know, I drank maybe a quarter to half of the smoothie that was left. So I just go in and decide to pound the rest of that fucking smoothie. And there, right there, is where I extremely fucked up. So I pound that smoothie and I just go sit on the couch because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna watch some TV. I'm stoned. Like, let's see what's going on. So I put on Family Guy or The Simpsons and just sit there chilling, watching, petting my dog. Like, oh my god, petting a soft dog while tripping is like the most majestic and magical fucking thing ever. Like, their fur is just euphoric. I don't understand why. I love being around animals when I'm tripping, and it's the best thing ever. But that's besides the point. So I get to fucking watching this show, and I don't know. It's like 9 p.m. now. It's dark, getting dark outside, like gloomy, not like pitch black, but it's gloomy out. And I'm just like looking outside, all paranoid, looking around, like, fuck, like, is someone gonna break in? Is something gonna happen? I just can't focus on the show. And like, I'm watching it one moment, and then I kind of just like, it's very weird. It's like a circle starts morphing around, and like everything's just starting to change, like almost animated. Very, very weird experience. I like started looking at myself, and I'm like almost like a cartoon character. I'm looking around, and everything just looks like, really don't know how to explain it super well. It just kind of looked like if everyone put like that cartoon filter on Snapchat over everything, and that's how I was walking around. Like, everything kind of had like a, I don't know, a shadow to it, tracers around it. I don't know how to explain it. I felt like I was just in a different dimension, and I'm just pacing around the house. Not pacing, I'm more like slowly walking around the house, just taking everything in again. And I'm like, okay, I need to drink some water. Like, I'm trying to text people and I'm looking at my phone and all the words are just scrambling around. So I kind of freak out and throw my phone on the ground. And I try to go upstairs. I'm like, I don't know, going upstairs and laying in my bed sounds like a terrible idea. So once again, I'm like, okay, I need to go outside. But as I go outside, it is pitch black out. And I just start seeing like things in the darkness just out of like range of view, and that shit tripped me out so much. Like, i I completely thought things were watching me, like people were around me. i I don't know, I hate taking that much of anything. I just felt like I had no control over anything that was around me or what I was doing. So I go back inside and I locked every single door, closed every single blind, turned on every single fucking light in that house, and I stayed up until about 4 a.m. in the morning. I tripped from 3 until 4, and by the end of it, my head was so fucking hurt. Like, my brain hurt, my stomach hurt. I didn't throw up, which was surprising, but I believe that was because I put it in a smoothie. And I don't know, that trip just really opened my mind to a lot of things because most of it I was just sitting by myself, like replaying a lot of things and like points in my life, replaying a bunch of points in my life where I could have done things differently. And it was a very big spiritual awakening for me. I was like, okay, like I completely understand how people use this for a medicine and meditation and to better themselves instead of just trying to escape reality. But let me tell you, the afterglow of that lasted like 3 days. Like I felt the afterglow of those mushrooms for 3 days after. I felt amazing. And that is my favorite thing about mushrooms. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my, I don't know, 10-gram mushroom trip. 11, 12. We'll say 12. We'll say 12-gram mushroom trip. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.